Hello coders, I hope you are coding well. In the previous video, we wrote the code to calculate and show the remaining test time in our Angular application. And in today's video, we will update the remaining time after every second. And then we will create a method to automatically call the submit test API when the remaining time reaches 0. So let's get started. So in our Angular application, we will open taketest.component.ts, and in this file, first of all, we need to create a variable for the interval, and we will name this as interval. And after this, we need to create a method to start the timer, and in the same method, we will submit the answers as well, and we will name this method as start timer. And in the body of this method we need to use our interval, and after this we will use set interval method, and after this we will create an arrow function, and after this we need to give the time here to recall this method after a specific duration, and we will give this as 1000 milliseconds, which is equal to 1 second. And in the body of this method we need to write the code to check the time remaining, and if it is greater than 0 then we will just decrement the time remaining, otherwise we will call the submit answers method. And to do this we will write if condition, and in this if condition we will check time remaining, and for the condition we will use greater than operator, and we will check this with 0. And in this case, if our time remaining is greater than 0, then we need to decrement the time remaining, and to do this we will write this dot time remaining, and after this we will write decrement operator, and then we will write else case as well. And in this case, first of all we need to clear the interval, so our timer should not continue to run in this case, and to do this we will call clear interval method, and in this we will pass our interval, and then we need to submit the answers, and to do this we will call this dot submit answers method. And with this our start timer method is completed. Now we need to call this method in the ng on init, and after setting the time remaining we will call this start timer method. And with this our code is completed to update the timer after each second, and in case of timer is 0 we are calling the submit answers API as well. So now let's save this file and let's run our application. And as you can see our application is up without any errors. Now let's go to the browser and let's validate the functionality of the timer and automatic submit answers functionality. And in the browser we will click on this login button, and after this we need to enter the details of user, and after adding the email and password we will click on this login button. And as you can see after the login success we got redirected to the user dashboard. And now let's click on the start test button of our first test, and as you can see we got redirected to the take test page and our remaining time counter working fine. And after this let's answer both of these questions, and then let's wait for the timer to end. And as you can see our timer is about to end, and as you can see the submit answers method got triggered, and after the API call we got the message test submitted successfully. And after this we haven't got redirected to the view results page because we don't have that route yet. And that's it for today's video. In the next video we will create an API call to get the test results of the user.